Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter: You don't need a better website, you need a better game plan. A few years back, I got a frantic call from a private wealth consultant in New York. It was the kind of call that starts with, "Please tell me I'm not crazy." She had just spent $32,000 on what she described as a complete digital presence overhaul. Her new website? Well, it was gorgeous. I mean, truly spectacular. It looked like it had been art directed by Ralph Lauren, scripted by Aaron Sorkin, and hand coded by a team of caffeinated MIT dropouts who just watched Succession on loop. Every image was high gloss. Every paragraph was polished within an inch of its life. There were even custom animations when you hovered over the navigation. But here's what she told me, word for word. "Mark, it's beautiful, but I think the only people who's visited are me, my mother, and the designer's cousin." Now, look, don't get me wrong. I love beautiful branding. Design matters. Style is strategy. But here's the hard truth: your website is not your business plan. And if you're serious about attracting elite clients, if you're in real estate, private wealth, luxury consulting, concierge, health, or any service where the stakes are high and the fees are higher, then it's time to rethink what the site actually does. That's what we're going to unpack today. But first, if you want to get the complete roadmap, how to build a magnetic business that draws the wealthy to you like gravity, well, go to getwealthyclients.com. You'll find the books, the systems, and the premium strategies that turn high end marketing from hit or miss into dialed in and done. Okay, let's get into it. Now, here's what I want you to think about your website: it's cologne, not charisma. It's the accessory, not the asset. If you show up to a gala in a Tom Ford tux but can't hold a conversation beyond, "How about this weather?" no one's going to care how good you smell. Same thing with websites. The design? That's polish. The images? That's ambiance. But what makes someone stay? And what makes the right client reach for the phone or reply to your invitation is the energy behind the words. I worked with a boutique estate law firm in Austin. They only serve business owners with generational wealth, people with operating companies, multiple trust and tax issues, and all of the issues that tend to make your head spin. Now, look, their original website was technically excellent: case studies, testimonials, pages of detail. But it read like an IRS manual. So we rewrote everything. The new homepage opened with this: "If your estate plan only works when you're dead, it's already failed." Now, that line alone doubled their consultation requests. Why? Because it spoke to the emotions behind the logic. It reframed the entire value proposition in a way that created urgency and identity alignment. The wealthy don't just want professionals, they want peers, people who get it, people who sound like they already move in the same rooms. Your website must sound like it belongs to someone who's already on the inside, not someone who's begging for a seat. So let's talk about the first real domino: the hook, the story, the promise, the big aha that starts the conversation before the conversation. The best example I've seen lately: a private education consultant who helps ultra high net worth families navigate the insane world of elite school admissions. Now, she could have gone with the standard pitch: "We help your child get into top schools." But instead, her hook is this: "We help your child earn entry into the rooms where the next generation of power is being shaped." You feel that? It's not about test scores or admission rates. It's about legacy, belonging, identity. That's the hook. And when you pair a great hook with a high value, high status offer, maybe it's a downloadable guide, an interactive assessment, a provocative invitation, it creates a reason to continue the conversation before they bounce. Now, in her case, It's a confidential white paper titled The Legacy Leverage Index. It's not publicly linked, you have to be referred, but once you get the link, it feels like you've been handed something only insiders receive. And once you download, you're in the system, nurtured, tracked, elevated. Now, we'll talk about the system next. But if you're thinking, I want something like that kind of positioning, elegance, and strategy, well, you know where to go. GetWealthyClients.com. That's the home base for everything I teach on building prestige based marketing systems that convert. Okay, let's continue. Even the best website has a bounce rate that will make your heart sink. Most visitors don't fill out forms, they don't call, they don't book. They scroll, they skim, they split. So here's the $1,000,000 question: what happens next? Because that is the difference between a passive website and an active system. There's a luxury travel advisor I know out of Miami. She doesn't just plan trips, she curates once in a lifetime experiences for family offices. Her website? You'd never guess how well it works. It's modest. No autoplay video, no exotic drone footage. But what it does have is a subtle, elegant call to action. Request the 5-day immersion sample itinerary. The catch? You have to complete a brief compatibility form first. 22 questions. Not fast, not casual. But by the time you finish, her CRM tags you, scores your lead temperature, and queues up a 3-week educational sequence, which actually includes a handwritten follow up. So that download was just the handshake. Everything else is the courtship. And that's what most websites miss. They're built like digital brochures when they should be relationship engines. So let's switch gears slightly. Most websites are boring, flat, safe. They're designed not to offend. But in doing so, they fail to inspire action. You have to remember, especially with the wealthy, people are not moved by bullet points. They're moved by urgency, meaning, belonging, pride. That's why I love what a concierge wellness provider in Beverly Hills did. Her homepage says, the moment you settle for slow decline is the moment your body begins to believe you. Boom. That's not selling cryotherapy. That's selling belonging. That's selling agency. That's selling goals. There's no logical explanation on the homepage about cellular inflammation or peptide therapy. That comes later. First, she connects with a feeling. She meets the visitor in the place they feel vulnerable, even if they don't admit it. The wealthy are not immune to insecurity, they just mask it better. And if you can gently touch that emotion and pair it with an elegant insight, well, you win. So let me close with a simple truth. You can spend all the money in the world on your website. Hire the best copywriters, pay for the trendiest design agency in Soho, add motion graphics, chat box, luxury fonts. But if you don't have a real game plan, one that starts with a bold hook, creates emotional urgency, offers an irresistible download, and nurtures with high touch intimacy, you've just built a monument. It looks nice, but it doesn't move. What you need is a system. And yes, the website is just one part of that. And if you're ready for that, if you're ready to stop guessing and start implementing a real system for attracting and converting elite clients, well, go to getwealthyclients.com. You'll find everything you need because the truth is simple. You don't need a better website. You need a better game plan. This is Mark Satterfield. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Velvet Rope Playbook. I'll be back with you soon with something new, but until then, bye for now.